three organs that are involved in anemia, and I will explain why. Number one is the liver. Now, remember, the liver is the mother of all nature inside you. The liver is the one that controls a lot of things in your body. Now, you'd rather do everything to protect that liver because that is the organ that will actually protect you from all the harm that you're causing yourself. If you know, or if you've been here for long, you already know the functions of the liver because we've talked about them several times. The second organ is the kidneys. Now, even before I move to the kidneys, why is the liver playing a role in anemia? Because you might just be thinking, now, of course, I have the bone marrow that will give me red blood cells. Why would I even fix the liver to recover from anemia? What is the role of the liver in anemia? Now, realize this, specifically iron deficiency anemia. The liver produces a protein that is called transferrin. Transferrin is basically a protein that binds iron. Okay, and then when it binds iron, it transports it through the blood. It helps you transport iron through the blood to different places, to different organs and different sites in the body. Therefore, if you don't have that protein, you will not transport iron. Are you aware now where the liver plays a role in iron deficiency anemia? Check. Number two organ, the kidneys. I've told you several times that the more you consume that sugar, the more you start to hurt your kidneys. And the more you hurt your kidneys, you start causing a lot of problems to your system. One of the problems being anemia. And the kidneys are the ones that produce a hormone that is called erythropoietin, EPO in short. Erythropoietin is the hormone that instructs the bone marrow to start producing the red blood cells. Hey, gentlemen, I am deficient in red blood cells and I'm getting anemia. I'm struggling to breathe. I'm having fatigue. I'm panting. I'm having chest pains. So I have very low blood cells. Please give me the blood cells. And then the bone marrow responds by giving you the red blood cells. Now, this is where the challenge comes in with most medications that actually suppress the bone marrow. And one on the list is the immunosuppressants. Number two is the chemotherapeutic agents, the cancer drugs, and the reserve antibiotics. These are the drugs that actually suppress the bone marrow, and you end up having problems with anemia. But the kidney is the most important part here because the kidney is the one that produces a hormone that instructs the bone marrow to manufacture new red blood cells. Therefore, if you're affecting your kidneys, anemia is looming. All types of anemia are looming. So the kidney is very important. And organ number three is the gut. How many times have you heard me singing about fixing the gut? How many times? And every time I talk about fixing the gut, the question that always comes out is, how do I do to fix my gut? Even after talking about it intensively or extensively, you still ask me, how do I fix my gut? I will still explain it to you. And even after explaining it to you, you still eat wheat. And after eating wheat, you still come and ask me, is brown chapati good? Is brown bread okay? How about canola? Is canola good for cooking? I've been using canola, but I avoid seed oils. But canola is a seed oil. So what do you understand by the name seed oils? Topic for discussion. And even I've done a video about seed oils, wheat, and sugar in details. But of course, most of us don't want to get that. Most of us just want shortcuts. So yeah, if you're trying to fix any type of anemia, make sure your gut is fixed, because when you fix the gut, you are able to absorb iron. And what am I saying what am I referring to when I'm saying fix the gut? One, if you have a leaky gut, if your gut is open, chances of you absorbing iron are very minimal. And even if you take in iron, it's not going in the bloodstream. It's going somewhere else, and that's where the immune system is. So you need to fix this gut wall so that you start absorbing nutrients in their adequate amounts and optimum amounts. And therefore, what causes the opening of this? Of course, seed oils, of course, wheat products, and wheat is a very dangerous one to the gut. Of course, rice, whether brown or white. Of course, sugar in all forms. Of course, medications like NSAIDs, non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, the diclofenac, the ibuprofen, the aceclofenac, the meloxicam, the celecoxibs, all those drugs that you use to fix pain perforate your gut because they destroy the covering. Dehydration destroys the covering of the gut, so it exposes you to this. Stress is another one that actually lowers your protective gear to the gut. Therefore, you open up your gut. This is what we call the celiac or the leaky gut. Seed oils are there, alcohol is there, cigarette smoking is there. All those are actually perforating your gut. And once they do this becomes a serious problem to you. This is where you get the protein allergies or food allergies from. So this is the reality. When you drop the seed oils, you close this gut. When you drop the wheat, you close this gut. When you drop the alcohol and cigarette smokes and all those medications, you close up the gut. The gut starts to heal. And when the gut starts to heal, you are able now to absorb nutrients in their appropriate and optimum amounts. Once that happens, the body will use those nutrients and those minerals to fix your system. Remember this. We don't do anything to heal the body. No, we don't. We don't do anything to heal the body. The body has an internal way or an innate way of healing itself. And how does this happen? Whatever you're doing, whatever you're eating will either help the body or aid the body in development and rebuilding, or it will actually destroy the body by lowering the immunity and causing you a leaky gut and causing you mineral and nutrient deficiencies. For you to absorb iron, you need a strong and a very highly concentrated HCl in your stomach. Those people keep on saying, I have hyperacidity. You don't have hyperacidity. Your gut was designed to have an acid, and that is normal. That is nature. So when you say I have acidity, I'm like, okay, you have acidity. When you tell me I have hyperacidity, I'm thinking, do you have a tumor that is producing the acid? No, you don't. So how did you end up having hyperacidity? No, when I eat acidic foods, I have no. Your gut knows what to do with the foods. So your stomach is supposed to be, it was designed naturally to have that acid. And that acid helps you to destroy microorganisms. It helps you to digest protein. So it tears larger molecules of meat so that you can have the amino acid or the polypeptides that are easily worked on by the pancreatic are they called peptidases that break down the polypeptides so that you get the amino acid that you absorb, and the body uses the amino acids. Okay? That is what you need. So imagine iron comes in diets, for example, in meat, the red meat. So eat red meat in plenty. Red meat does not cause arthritis, it's a lie. Red meat comes with iron bound on it. So iron binds on dietary, on the foods. Now, for you to liberate this iron from this meat, you need HCl, because HCl is the one that liberates iron from that red meat so that now you can absorb it. That tells you must have a strong acid in the stomach for you to liberate iron from the diets. Those are the three organs that you need to protect for you to absorb iron. Because remember, our major topic here is iron deficiency anemia. Iron deficiency. The word deficiency means lack. So you're lacking iron, therefore your system is low in iron, therefore you have anemia, because iron plays a very important role in production of red blood cells and also the function of hemoglobin.